Speaking of Memphis, Jerry Lawler no longer a part of the WWE. What do you think about that?
Kind of shocking, to be honest with you. Jerry Lawler, we were just talking about him on the show, on the podcast and on our Tennessee show about, his influence on professional wrestling, what he meant to the industry, what he continues to mean to Tennessee and Memphis wrestling.
Mm.
To see him no longer a part of the company, it does feel like an era that I grew up in, because I know if you talk to people who watched wrestling in the 80s, they talk about Gorilla and Bobby Heenan, right? That was their team. Oh, I
Mhm.
love Gorilla and Bobby. For my generation, it was JR and King. And I feel like JR and King were as important to the Attitude Era as a lot of the roster guys were. They helped make those moments what they were. So I didn't know Jerry as much as a worker, a wrestler, as I did a commentator. And he and Jim Ross had one of those unique chemistries. So somewhat like you and Vic have now, like Gorilla and Bobby had, like Cole and McAfee have, or Vince and Jesse. One of those just great duos that just for some reason made magic. And so for Jerry Lawler not to be a part of the company anymore, it's a little sad. It feels like an era's dwindling down. I got to
Yeah.
meet I got to meet Jerry once at the Royal Rumble in San Antonio, and never would I think that I'd be back there at the Royal Rumble in San Antonio at the Alamo Dome talking to Jerry Lawler about Quentin Tarantino movies. That's what we talked about for like 15 or 20 minutes.
You didn't talk about any Batman?
No, Batman should have came up because I know he has the Batmobile.
Yeah, he's
You
a
know what I mean?
huge Batman fan. You ask him to draw something, that's the first thing he'll draw is a picture of Batman. Seemed like he just got it like, totally ingrained in his head, and it just, translate to the fingers, and it just comes out boom, just like that. So it's amazing. It truly is amazing, because when you see him, actually start the drawing, you go, how's this gonna turn out to be Batman? But when the finishing product, you go, wow, that's pretty awesome, So yeah, man. Yeah, me also. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see waking up this morning and opening up the phone, and the first thing I see is Jerry Lawler no longer a part of WWE, just because he's been a part of the fabric of WWE for so long, man. And that's just evolution. I think that's just change, and that's something that's going to happen for just about all of us, of course. But I just feel like probably with the changing of the guard, it probably happened a little bit sooner than it probably would have happened, just because Jerry has been a part of this family for so long. But there again, man, Jerry's a survivor. I don't think you're gonna have to worry about it, Jerry Lawler. He's probably got so much money stacked up in some safe somewhere.
Wasn't that always like the rumor on him?
There was
Like he had a
always
stack of money in his
that
mattress
was
or something?
always the rumor with Jerry, that he always had a exit strategy, So definitely, like I said, we'll miss him, and I'm sure I'll see Jerry down the line.